Moose, a story by Robert Munsch. One day, Luke got up really early in the morning, got himself all dressed, went and got himself a bowl of cereal and ate it all up and went out onto the yard. And there, in his backyard, was the most enormous moose he had ever seen standing by his treehouse. Well, Luke said, "Wow, a moosey, yay, I want to keep this moosey." And he went inside to talk to his mommy and daddy. And so he went inside and daddy and mommy were sleeping. So he went up to his daddy and he whispered in his ear, "Daddy, wake up." Daddy didn't wake up. Well, Luke yelled a little bit louder, "Daddy, wake up!" Daddy still didn't wake up. So Luke yelled as loud as he could right in his ear, "Daddy, wake up!" Daddy still didn't wake up. So Luke grabbed a pillow and he hit his daddy overhead. Whack! Daddy jumped up. Boing! "Oh, what's going on, Luke? What's wrong?" And Luke said, Daddy, there's a moosey in our yard." And Daddy said, "That's preposterous. There can't be a moosey in our yard. Why, there's not been a moose around here at the farm for many years." And so, just in case, he got himself dressed and he walked out into the yard, rubbing his eyes, sleep out of his eyes, and as he opened up his eyes wide, he saw an enormous moose, and he yelled as loud as he could, "Moose!" The moose jumped up in the air and landed right on top of him. Daddy went, "Ah!" Well, Luke said, "Uh-oh," and he went inside to get his mommy. So he ran in, and Mommy was snoring. So he whispered in Mommy's ear, "Mommy, wake up." Mommy didn't wake up. So he yelled a little bit louder, "Mommy, wake up." Mommy still didn't wake up. So he yelled as loud as he could, "Mommy, wake up!" Mommy jumped up there. What's wrong? What's going on, Luke? And Luke said, "Mommy, there's a moosey in the yard, and it's sitting right on Daddy." Well, Mommy said, "That's impossible." And so she got herself dressed just in case, and she went to have a look. Walked out, rubbed the sleep out of her eyes, opened her eyes up, and there was the most enormous moose she had ever seen sitting on her husband. So she yelled as loud as she could, "Moose!" The moose jumped up in the air and landed right on top of both of them. Mommy and Daddy woke up. "Ah!" Luke said, "That's not working." So he thought, and he thought, and he thought, and he came up with an idea. Boing! And he went into the kitchen and he opened up the fridge and he grabbed 3 carrots, big orange ones, and he took them out and he yelled out, "Here, moosey, moosey, moosey!" And the moose looked at him and carrot came over. He sniffed the carrots and then he took a bite. And Lucas said, "Oh boy, I like this moose." And so he held up another carrot and the moose sniffed again. Oh, and took a huge bite. And Luke, "Oh boy, I'm going to keep this big moose for a pet, moosey. And so he held up the 3rd carrot, and the moose sniffed again. Oh, and another bite. Oh, and he took down that whole carrot. Well, just then he heard his mom say, "Luke, got me the broom." And Luke said, "Oh, Mommy, do you mean the little broom for chasing away birdies?" And Mommy said, "No." And Luke said, "What, Mommy, do you mean the medium-sized broom for chasing away bunny rabbits?" And Mommy said, "No. Mommy, you don't mean the great big broom for chasing away moosies?" And Mommy said, "Yeah." So Luke went in and got the broom and brought it to Mommy. And Mommy took the broom and she chased that moose around the yard. And then the moose started chasing Mommy around the yard. And it took the broom and chopped it down. Well, Luke said that didn't work. Well, Daddy said, "Luke, will you please get me the hose?" And Luke said, "Daddy, do you mean the little hose for chasing away birdies?" And Daddy said, "No." Daddy, do you mean the medium-sized hose for chasing away bunny rabbits?" And Daddy said, No. She said, look, Daddy, you don't mean the great big hose for chasing away moosies? And Daddy said, yeah. So Luke went and got the hose for his daddy, turned it on, and Daddy chased that moose around the yard. Yeah. And then the moose started chasing Daddy around the yard. And then the moose grabbed the hose and started taking a bath. Well, Luke said that didn't work. Just at that moment, his teenage sister came out of the house with her girlfriends. They saw that moose was chasing and eating and doing all sorts of weird things, so they went back in the house, and all three of them got the most enormous squirt guns you have ever seen, and they brought them out, and they looked at Moose, and Luke said, that won't work. Moosey loves water. And the sister said, we'll see about that. So they walked closely up to Moose. They held up the big, huge squirt guns and said, Moosey! And the Moosey turned around and looked at him and saw the rifles and yelled, Hunter! They took off. Well, Luke said, oh no! And we went into the house. He grabbed some carrots out of the fridge and left after that moose. And that's the end of that story.